Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss a very important case on the subject of jurisdiction of the assessing officers. The name of the case is Shrimati Aruna Tiwari versus Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, and this case has been reported in 108 ITR Tribunal, page number 40. The matter has been decided by Raipur ITAT and the date of the judgment is 18th July 2023. Sometimes the assessee, and in some cases also I have seen that the professionals are of the view that if they will delay in giving the submissions to the income tax department, then they can get the benefit in the form of giving less time to the assessing officer in making the assessment. But sometimes this approach, although this approach is not good approach, this is not a professional approach, can be very harmful to the assessee. There is a section 124, subsection 3, clause A, which talks about the jurisdiction and which says that if the assessee wants to challenge any notice or any assessment order which has been passed by the income tax department on the basis of jurisdiction of the assessing officer, then it is very essential that the assessee should challenge the jurisdiction of the assessing officer within 1 month of issuing the notice. In this case, the right jurisdiction of the assessee was Ward 4-1 Raipur. But the assessing officer of Ward 4-2 Rewa issued the notice to the assessee for making the assessment. As soon as the assessee received this notice, the assessee within the time of 1 month wrote to the income tax officer Ward 4-2 Rewa that I am being assessed at Ward 4-1 Raipur and my file should be transferred to Ward 4-1 Raipur. The assessing officer, on receiving this letter from the assessee, transferred the assessment records or the file of the assessee to the Ward 4-1 Raipur. As soon as the assessing officer of Ward 4-1 Raipur receives this file, he went away with the assessment with that notice which was already issued by the Ward 4-2 Rewa, meaning thereby that the assessing officer of Ward 4-1 relied upon the notice which was issued by Ward 4-2 Rewa. But the right procedure for the assessing officer was that when the assessing officer of Ward 4-1 Raipur received this file, he should have again issued the notice under section 143 subsection 2 if it was within the time limit, and then he should have proceeded with the assessment. But the assessing officer go ahead with the assessment and the assessment was done. When this matter was before the Raipur ITAT, assessee challenged this jurisdiction, this order on the basis of jurisdiction, and said that in this case the assessment order has been passed by the assessing officer Ward 4-1 Raipur without issuing the notice under section 143 subsection 2. The crux is that the 143 subsection 2 notice was issued by assessing officer Ward 4-2, but the assessment was made by the assessing officer Ward 4-1 Raipur. Friends, this case is little bit technical, but as soon as you receive the notice, you challenge that notice on the basis of jurisdiction, so that in future, if you want to take the benefit of this ground of jurisdiction, then you should save this right by giving and by challenging the jurisdiction of the assessing officer within 1 month from the date of the issue of the notice. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case, The name of the case is Shrimati Aruna Tiwari versus Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, and this case has been reported in 108 ITR Tribunal at page number 40. The matter has been decided by Raipur ITAT and the date of the judgment is 18th July 2023. Thank you friends.